Hi, friend.
Colman Domingo. Hello.
Hello, how are you, Danielle?
It's amazing to see you. I'm great.
Thank you.
I'm wonderful. I'm highly blessed, highly favored.
Yes, you are.
As you are.
Yes, you are. And
You get it.
And you look incredible.
Y'all heard that right. Keep that in. Well, Colman, let's jump in. Because we're a leading man. We running, we jumping off cliffs, we holding our breath.
We're doing all the things.
We're doing a lot. We waking up in places. It's a lot going on.
Yes,
It's giving action star tease.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? And do you feel like this has challenged you physically?
You know what? It was a challenge I was ready for because I feel like I've done so much in different genre spaces or played dramatic leading men, lovers, you name it, dark people. And I felt like I was ready for a challenge. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I really was just like, I want something to challenge me physically and psychologically. And then so the psychological thriller comes along. They're like, oh, how about this? And I'm like, well, this is calling on a lot of things that's going to challenge me. I had to learn how to do jujitsu. I had to learn how to work with arms, and everything, hand-to-hand combat, all that stuff. So, but I was ready for it.
Yeah.
I like a challenge. I don't like to play the same thing twice.
You don't.
I mean, I'll go from, Mr. and the Color Purple to Byron Rustin to now, to Sing Sing to now this man.
He's our Angela Bassett, but man. You know what I mean? It's giving, you disappear. It's beautiful. It's amazing to watch.
I love that comparison.
You know what I mean? You're the man, Angela Bassett.
I'm Angela Bassett.
He is Angela Bassett. No, because it's such a beautiful series to watch you do so many things. It's not lost on me that the safest that Muncie felt was in the arms or the bed of a black woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
With a do-rag on.
I love you.
I took note.
I love you caught that.
Did you?
That was a conscious effort. I was like, we wanted to find him sleep with Elena and how he's being comforted. I'm like, oh yeah, well he needs his do-rag on. I'm like, you can't have that lineup all the time and keep it clean like that all the way through all this trauma for a few days without a do-rag.
It was a lot of trauma, and then when the do-rag, I was like, oh this is the most peaceful he's been in waking up.
I'm so glad you caught that.
Yeah.
That was every detail. Clement Virgo, my director, and we went through every single detail to let him know his place as a black man in the world and when he felt safest is when he was with his wife Elena, played by Marsha Stephanie Blake.
Yeah.
Or when he's with his boy Dion Cole. I feel like those are the two places where you find that the veil drops, and he doesn't have to be like on CNN. He doesn't have to like sort of code switch and be this pundit in many ways, but he can actually just drop in. So you really see the real him when he's not trying to try on being a father and trying to, because he's trying different things. It's not working.
Okay.
And I think that's the problem because he's not being his most authentic self. But when he's with Elena or when he's with, Dan Cole's character, that's when he's his most authentic self.
Well, I do want to dig into Muncie's authentic self. Mm-hmm. He's a lot of things.
He's a lot of things. He's a work in progress, as we say.
Yes, and we want him to win, or at least live.
Right.
And I think what really got me was seeing the conversation Muncie was having with the author on the CNN on the show.
Oh yeah, played by Issa Davis.
Yes. And you guys were talking, or she kind of like poked him and was talking about the idea of almost sacrifice of getting to this level and forgetting the good work and then getting to a level of success.
This is someone who was in the trenches with him, who were just like, so who are you now? Are you just talking about it, or are you going to be about it? And so she's challenging him in the moment on live television. And he's like, what's up with her? No. Because he's justified. He's like, no, I have more reach now. It's not about just, volunteering and doing this work on the streets. He's like, and see, for me, it's the question of like, so what is right? It's not one way. It can be all ways. And I think that's what Muncie's trying to do. But I feel like depending on your point of view and way in, Muncie it's probably not shit to some people.
Right.
And to some other people, he's like, no, that's the right way to do it.
It's just cool to see a black man be this, like, just nuanced with so much. Do you feel as though, because you are reaching certain levels of success like your character, do you have to sacrifice something? Do you have to drop something off the good fight to get there?
I wonder. I hope I don't, but I do know that everyone and everything, as you're changing, as you're growing, everything's not going with you. And that's actually the heartbreaking part that you never know. It's like some people are not going to go where where you're going or as you're evolving. Like sometimes you can get the phrase, I'm sure Muncie probably got it, oh, you've changed. And he's probably like, yeah, I did. I have to.
Yeah.
And I do, and many times ways I feel that way too. I do feel deeply connected to where I'm from, But I do know that where I'm from is not the same place that it used to be.
Period.
Everyone has to evolve.
Yeah.
And so for me, I feel like I'm sure certain things get left by the wayside, but the good stuff goes with me and helps transform me into the person that I'm always supposed to be.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, I wish I had more time.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for your thoughts, your love. And
you know I always love to see you, right?
Likewise, Colman. You know I love you.
I love you too.
Like, just down, okay?
Thank you.
So thank you for all your love. I appreciate you. Thank y'all.